This is a sort of you have to see it to believe it video that is extraordinarily weird. This horrible thing happened where the wife of an American diplomat named Anne Sacoolas has been accused of killing a British teenager in a car accident. The teen was on a motorcycle. It happened near a British military base that's used by the U.S. Air Force. The parents plan to start a civil action against the woman who was driving the car. And the woman immediately left the country after the incident. Now, as a diplomat's wife, she is said to have diplomatic immunity, but there is a question about that, which I'm going to get to a little bit later. Donald Trump was asked reportedly on a phone call by British Prime Minister Boris Johnson about rejecting Anne Sacoolas's immunity so that she would have to go back to the United Kingdom for potentially for a criminal trial. And Donald Trump has rejected that request. So yesterday he answered questions in front of reporters, yesterday or the day before. He was asked about the entire thing, and he says, listen, we've all done it. And the obvious question is, we've all done what? We've all driven on the wrong side of the road because we're used to driving in the US and we were driving in the UK. We've all run someone over with a car and then fled the country claiming diplomatic immunity. Like, what is it that we've all done that Donald Trump is talking about? He brings up that driving on the other side of the road is difficult, as they do in the UK, and that these things can happen and that it's happened to all of us. Take a listen to this.
The woman was driving on the wrong side of the road. And that can happen. You know, those are the opposite roads. That happens. I won't say it ever happened to me, but it did. When you get used to driving on our system and then you're all of a sudden in the other system where you're driving, it happens. You have to be careful, very careful. So a young man was killed. The person that was driving the automobile has diplomatic immunity. We're going to speak to her very shortly and see if we can do something where they meet. It was an accident. It was a terrible accident.
I won't say it ever happened to me, but it did. Like, what is he talking about? Did it or didn't it? I've watched this. It must have been 10 times. What is he saying? And even aside from that, the great empathizer, right? I mean, Trump has a way of, when there's been a tragedy, his comments just make you feel much better. They make you feel much better about the tragedy. They make you feel much better about humanity. Yeah, right. Now, as far as diplomatic immunity, I alluded to this earlier. There is a question about the diplomatic immunity that is being asserted. International lawyer Mark Stevens is claiming that actually Anne Sacoolas did not have diplomatic immunity in the UK because her husband, Jonathan Sacoolas, was not actually on the official diplomatic list, and that by extension, his wife Anne is also not protected by diplomatic immunity. It's always a mess. I have no idea what will ultimately come of this. It's, of course, a horrible tragedy, and Trump saying we've all done it is about as brutally glib as a response to what is effectively vehicular manslaughter. So my questions to you are, what the hell is Trump talking about? When Trump says we've all done it, what is he saying that we've all done? When Trump says, I won't say it ever happened to me, but it did, what is he saying happened to him? Let me know what you think. Post a reply if you're watching on YouTube. Send me a tweet if you're on Twitter @dpakman. We will take a quick break and be back right after this. I want to talk about the Ellen George W. Bush thing. I want to talk about Rudy Giuliani going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs during a Fox Business interview with Trish Regan. And I also have, unfortunately, a really kind of depressing voicemail to respond to today, but that maybe will let us discuss some interesting things. All of that and more coming up right after this short break.